All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth and true sincerity. And speaking of Akim, this is the beloved brother, Raj Shah from the GMS Cleveland camp. As you can see, he did a lesson that I'm going to do a land back off of, less than 2 weeks away, and he's speaking about the election. But here's this brother's page. Subscribe to this brother's page and be edified from the GMS Cleveland camp. It's the brother right here in the red garment, Rasha. So he was referring to this current election that's coming up. So I'm going to start off with 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe, which means destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. There's a lot of danger coming and people are highly distracted. They've been highly distracted this year. They got one of the main two things amongst black culture has been the whole Diddy and the lotion thing, body oil, whatever the case, whatever he was using, all right, to freak off, which the so-called white man been doing that since the inception of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being sent over here in cargo slave ships, doing all types of manner of abominable acts upon our people, all right. Now, Diddy, he's just a wicked Israelite, but there's been a lot of distractions. This political debates, this election is a distraction from what's really going on. And then you had the whole Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef, which was another distraction for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not knowing destruction is coming. And either you vote for him or her, it's still going to be hell here in the shores of America. So we're less than 2 weeks from that, which we'll see what happens. We're not going to sit up here and say that, on this day it's going to happen. But the Bible does prophesy of division and sedition. And it could very well happen with this election. Of all that's been said, from Proud Boys to people who are voting for her, if they don't get their candidate in office, people have been saying, it's been a speculation that there will be a division in America. There will be a civil war. They just made a movie this year called Civil War. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands. This could very well be people fighting over political factions. There's going to be more racial tension, more gender tension, just all types of division across the board. You can already see with these people. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. There's going to be a lot of invading. People are going to get a lot of invaded in their homes. Hell, even in these churches. It's going to be all out invasions everywhere. You still got these foreign troops here. And I'm not talking about these Venezuelans. All right, because that's what's being put on the news. Because Esau, it says the accuser of our brethren is cast down in Revelation 12 and 10. He'll try to, these Israelites either coming up here for salvation or, destruction. You got a lot of other foreign troops that are from other countries who aren't from South America. You got guys who are from the Middle East, from Asia, Africa, hell, Australia. They're here and they're ready for them sleeper cells to be reenacted. But these people, they don't care about that. All they want is DJ or Killer Cam in office. Now, sedition is conduct or language inciting rebellion against the authority of a state. Didn't they say, let's go Brandon, when the current president was in office? Hey, that's sedition. They said they said that F such and such, but they changed it to let's go Brandon. Insurrection, rebellion. That's what's coming here to America. All out rebellion. You saw it happen between these states like Georgia, Texas, and Florida when it came to the boogeyman of 2020. They weren't trying to hear what the federal government had to say as far as locking down certain states. Florida said, "Hey, we're open." Georgia sure as hell said we're open. Texas is open. So there's a lot of rebellion even amongst this so-called beloved government that you people are voting for, right? And we're simply coming off the scriptures. We're prophesying what's going to happen. We're reading the words off the Bible. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. There's been so many assassination attempts even on on the prime minister of Israel right now. There was an attack on him. You know the guy's name. Netanyahu, you know who. Okay. There was an attack on his private residence. Then you had an attack on him and her. All right, earlier a few months ago. So people are not going to give a damn about who's in office pretty soon. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into this city and shall not be able, because martial law is going to be set up. But I want to get into one law. Let's get Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. We're going to go back to that second Ezra. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And this country is all about writing unrighteous decrees through its legislation. So one thing you people don't know that you're sitting up here voting for, which in the state of Georgia, the early voting was huge. Even last week when I was on the job, I seen people at the place to vote at, and there was nothing but a bunch of Edomites out there. And, they already casted their vote for whoever. Because you got a lot of Edomites that are going to vote for her. They're tired of him. All right. But this is what they've been having for years. And you people sitting up here voting for hours to get this, especially you so-called Latinos, man. And you other nations who come over here. All right. You're at risk for this. The Alien Enemies Act explained. This detention and deportation power poses an alarming risk of abuse and rights violations in both wartime and peacetime. It says the Aliens Enemy Act of 1798 is a wartime authority that allows the president to detain or deport the natives and citizens of an enemy nation. So who's that targeting? That's targeting these so-called Venezuelans and other so-called Latin American refugees. They call them illegal aliens, but we know the so-called white man is the ultimate illegal alien. All right. Native Americans and Seminole Indians were already here before Esau brought his red ass over here. It says the law permits the president to target these immigrants without a hearing and based only on their country of birth or citizenship. Although the law was enacted to prevent foreign espionage and sabotage in wartime, it can be, as has been, wielded against immigrants who have done nothing wrong. And you got people that's really up here trying to get it in and work and send money back to their family, but they're going to get targeted. If they're not part of the elect, or they could be part of the elect, that's something that they might have to go through. All right. Having evinced no signs of disloyalty and are lawfully present in the United States. It is an overboard authority that may violate constitutional rights in wartime and is subject to abuse in peacetime. So this is targeting people that are so-called from here. All right. And there's a lot. Babylon is a melting pot. There's a lot of people here. There's people that's been here for years and they've had children that are citizens, and they can very well get taken away from their families in that time. And they've been here their whole life. Hell, Esau did it back in 1929 with the Repatriation Act, where he sent about 1.5 million Mexicans down to Mexico, and some of them were United States citizens. So this man doesn't give a damn. It says, and then you sitting up here, you blast Hispanics and Native Americans talking about, y'all voted early, I got my sticker. This would you vote for a system that's already been set up to enslave you even further than where you are right now. They want you people under total control, and they want to give you that mark of the beast in Revelation 13 and 16 that these other Israelite camps tell you is sin and sleeping with white women. And that's that digital oil that they want to give you so they can track your business transactions. They want to track you like you're cattle, and you people sitting up here voting for this. And that word vote, from the mid 15th century, formal expression of one's wish or choice with regard to a proposal, candidate, a vow, wish, promise to a god, solemn pledge. So you're pledging either to him or her. When, even you people that say you read the Bible, you don't read Exodus 20. Let's get that right quick. Bear with me for a sec. Exodus 20 and 1. And I'm gonna just read it verbatim. And God spoke all these things, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods for me. So when you're voting, you're pledging to another God. And the God of the Bible, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, is not pleased with that. Even though these guys that you have a disdain for, called the Israelites, telling you to repent, is telling you, hey, look, danger's coming. Hello. Nah, we're going to go vote. We got to go make a difference. And you see it. I see a billboard that said, we got to vote. And of course, they got Jake on there. All right. And it's not going to do nothing but get you locked up. And this is another law that they have in place, summary execution. They didn't tell you about that. All right, and the service of Prophet's been telling you about these concentration camps and these internment camps. You don't see what's going on, how they're destroying all these cities, how these cities and all these places are getting burnt up, getting torn up by natural disasters. They're trying to implement, their little 15-minute cities and whatnot to get you people acclimated to the NWO. It's not some conspiracy theory. It's the real thing. And you're going to go vote for your demise. That's basically what you're doing. Summary execution in civil and military jurisprudence. Summary execution is the putting to death of a person accused of a crime without the benefit of a free and fair trial. Say, hey, a lot of people might get summary execution placed upon them for sedition. The term results from the legal concept of summary justice to punish a summary offense, as in the case of a drumhead court-martial. But the term usually denotes the summary execution of a sentence of death. You see this guy getting deleted on sight. That's what's going to start happening when these troops are out here. When these foreign troops get enacted. They don't give a damn about you Americans, man. They probably sitting there walking around the mall and eating food at the food court and scoping you people out. All right? These people know that you Americans get distracted. Like with voting, that's a distraction. Under international law, it is a combatant's refusal to accept an opponent's lawful surrender in a combatant's provision of no quarter by killing or surrendering opponents. Summary executions have been practiced by police, so they can do it again, military and paramilitary organizations are frequently associated with guerrilla warfare, counterinsurgency, the T word, and any other situation which involves a breakdown of the normal procedures by handling accused prisoners, civilian or military. So these are the unrighteous decrees that people willingly don't know about, and they go into the polls talking about we got to make a change. Didn't you Negroes get it with Obama? I'm gonna say it. That monkey, all right, that monkey. You didn't get it with him. No, we got to vote for her because she's black. She's not even a black woman. She'll say something that black people say, and you'll be, oh girl, I gotta go vote for him. And that's why people say, that's what the Bible says our people destroy for lack of knowledge, man. All right, so back to 2 Ezra. For because of their pride, and hey, even here in Atlanta, man, they still got pride parades, man, in October. I'm like, how many months do y'all need for pride parades, man? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Even the toughest guys that you see on YouTube always got advice about how to lift weights, how to do this. Those are going to be the most scary guys ever. All right, sucking their thumb, calling on mommy, because they don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Like it says in Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that times. A lot of people are fronting right now, and when it goes down, hey, men shall be afraid, like the scriptures say. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. People are going to be doing kick doors for food, running up in people's spots for food. It's okay to go to Aldi's right now, or Publix, or whatever grocery store you live at in your respective state or country. Ain't going to be none of that. There's going to be a famine and a famine of the word of the Lord. And then it's going to have that thought on you people, man, we should have paid attention. Great millstone, man, because these other Israelites, you can forget it. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. There's going to be great tribulation. All right. Now, like I said earlier during the lesson, it could be relatively calm after this election. It might not be an election. They have, matter of fact, I got a little bit more, if I may. Got one more definition. Give me one sec. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but yeah, that's the times that we're coming into. It could very well happen, you know, during this time, or the scriptures prophesy is gonna happen regardless. So bear with me for one sec. It was something that I had, but if not, I just close out the lesson. I think I sent it to a brother. Let me check this out right quick. All right, I got the enemy. I got that act. It was something that I just slipped my mind while I was talking. Salakia, you know. But hey, this is the times that we coming into. So I just want to close in on that. I don't want to make it too long, but we're less than 2 weeks from this election. We're going to see what happens. But nonetheless, the Bible does prophesy sedition and all hell breaking loose. That's why the scriptures call it Jacob's trouble, and Jeremiah 30:7. And the Lord is coming to cause division. This is Saint Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. People celebrate Christmas, Noel, peace on earth. There's no peace out here. There's no love out here. These Christians still talking about love, and there's no love out here. I came not to send peace, but a sword. The Lord is bringing division out here. All right? And America is divided. All right? So we'll see what happens in the next coming weeks. But the Bible does prophesy of the end of Esau's age, and it's going out with doom and gloom. And we were happy for that. So with that, because we're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven wherein righteousness dwell. All right, we don't have to breathe in bad air, eat bad food, drink bottled water. Look at the pollution. Look how trash is everywhere. We don't have to deal with that in the kingdom of heaven. There will be peace on earth for the Israelites, and that's the good news. So with that, I want to say shalom.